Hi guys, this is Joe popping on, and today we're going back a little bit. Um, in a previous video, I said that I found a new comic. I found a comic book shop where I moved to, and once again, I normally just shop at like the major retailers for my pop figures because where I had been living and stuff, there weren't really comic book shops that had anything different than what the major shops had. And so usually didn't go hunting there. But this, I found a nice little shop where I live, and they had some older things that I had missed, didn't pick up, and so I was shocked. They just had some older things. I am stoked to find, excuse me, my voice cracks. I am stoked to find some figures that I don't see like anymore. I haven't seen actually in years. And so you know what? I did see one there that I decided, you know what? I'm gonna get it. I skipped this wave a little bit. I got the only one figure from it, but it's actually my favorite Disney movie. Um, and so I decided, you know what? They just announced some more for it. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to get the whole line. Like, great. I need more. Like, of course, I don't have enough. But I decided, you know what? I missed this one. I really like it. I'm going to go for it. And the one I am speaking of is Mulan. Yes, Mulan is my favorite Disney movie. Please leave a comment below with which your favorite Disney movie is. I love to find out. I find it always so fun to know really what is somebody's favorite Disney movie. Like, what makes it interesting to you. Like, I swear I watched this when I was little, probably every day after school. I was a little older. I'm like maybe 12. I don't know. Time is fake. But I remember watching this one so much. I don't know why I liked it so much. My favorite, if anybody asks who's your favorite Disney character, my favorite Disney character is Mushu. I love Mushu. He was the one, as he is right here. He was the one I couldn't skip originally. When I remember, I got him. I think when I wasn't trying to collect too much Disney. I have a lot of figures, and I decided, you know what, for Disney, I've said this before, I can't collect them all. It's too many figures. Disney is amazing. I love Disney. I can sing so many of their songs, and I can recite their movies. But the thing is that they just have so many figures. Like, just for, like, let's say Snow White, they had all the 7 dwarfs. They had Snow White like 4 different times. It just gets very expensive, especially when I already committed to doing Marvel. And I do a lot of anime, and like those ones are nicer because they're smaller lines, or they used to be. Dragon Ball Z is now taking up a whole wall. But I decided for Disney, I stick with the villains. But there are a few Disney movies out there that I really, really love, and I kind of passed on that I regret. And Mulan is one of those. So I only have Mushu from the original line. And I know this one isn't the original line because the original line is just Mushu and Mulan. It's Mulan. It's not her in the soldier outfit. It's her. It's like her at the end of the movie. Wonderful figure, and I have to go back and get it. Kind of deal. And so I saw this one at this comic book shop, and especially with the new wave just being announced, I was like, I have to jump on this because this is a sign. So, oh, I'm so sorry. As I'm popping it open for you guys to see, I didn't show you the box, but this was the original box for it, Mulan. And it was from the new line for the princesses in their dresses. And I thought Mulan, like this, was actually the coolest one for being in like a dress because she didn't even want to be in this dress. This was for her to get married. She went to the matchmaker. And of course, anybody who knows this movie, I'm just reiterating the movie to you. But it's a wonderful scene, and her writing all the answers on her arm that then get wiped off by the matchmaker, giving herself a mustache and everything like that. But this one is so cool. I love it. I love the brooch. This is so good. I couldn't see it in the box. That is the brooch. Like, I know they even sell it at Hot Topic, but this one's a really nice figure. Uh, I just, oh, I'm just so happy to actually have gotten it, because especially seeing the new wave made me really regret not going and getting her when she came out. And she's it's a bit harder to find now because once again, this is years ago that this one came out, and as I said before, I love to see what people like to collect and not just collecting what's new. Do you guys like to do the same, or am I speaking to myself? Sorry. In this regard, because I like to try to get figures, and once again, I'm just a normal guy, normal job, no millionaire here. I just like what I like, and sometimes you gotta hold off on getting something like a different figure and stuff, or have to skip it entirely just for finances or whatever. Life gets in the way. Life happens. And so this time I saw her, I could get her, and I was like, thank you. And so I picked her up. She looks so good. I love the outfit. It looks so nice. So really represents the scene she's from in the movie. And I'm so looking forward to the new ones. Because I might actually pick up that whole set. Because once again, this is like my favorite Disney movie. I have like a top 3 movies, and this is number 1 for me for Disney. And I might have to collect like my top 3 kind of deal. I just really like the movies. I just love the characters. And this one, I really hope they make the villain Shen Yu, because, as I said, I collect the villains mostly. I collect all the villains for Disney, and they haven't come out with him. I'm like, they came out with the new wave, and I saw the first one, and I was just like, oh, please let Shen Yu be there. And he's not. And he's a wonderful bad guy, and I believe he's not even going to be in the live action movie, if I understand correctly. This live action movie sounds like a train wreck, but I don't like any of the live action movies for the Disney movies. I think it's a weird money grab. Not a weird. I think it's a money grab by Disney. I don't like live action. It's not even live action now. It's just CGI. Because The Lion King is a live action, in air quotes, because we made it look real. I'm like, no, you just did CGI for the entire film. I'm like, this whole thing is fake. There's not a living animal in that movie. But that's a whole nother story. And just bringing it up because of the new Mulan, and like they're not having the bad guys. She has no love interest at the end of the movie because he wasn't even a love interest in the beginning. He was the pain in the ass instructor, like boot camp kind of deal. And so this one, but getting off topic, but this is just such a nice figure. And if you guys have any figures or lines that you have now decided, you know what, I skipped this years ago, but you know what, I'd like to remedy that that action. And for me, it's Mulan right now, and the Sesame Street one, because those ones are. Once again, I'm just looking back, and the Funko app is danger, Will Robinson for any collector. I love creating my collection, and then having a giant wish list. And my collection's enormous, and my wish list is nothing to scoff at either. And I'm like, that shouldn't happen. So I can't wait for us to be able to share wish lists. I love to see some of my friends' wish lists and stuff without having to steal their phone from them. But like, as I said, like, I was so happy that the Mulan figure came out, and even just looking at it, you wouldn't know this from now. They actually have the skin changing because they just had her face painted here. And so the figure represents that by going back to skin color underneath, if you can see that. That's pretty awesome. But thank you all for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. It just helps us get eyes, more people to see me, and join our little community, because this is wonderful. I've been enjoying speaking with you guys, and thank you so much for just enjoying the videos and watching. I greatly appreciate it. So thank you so very much. Once again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It's just unbelievable. So thank you very much. Well, guys, this is Joe popping on, and I'm going to be popping off. Thank you so much. Doodles.